Hey everyone, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we are talking about smart doorbells because some of these could make you a very easy target in terms of stealing usernames and passwords, Wi-Fi information, all of that, and some of them are actually sending those passwords back to unencrypted servers in China. Now, here's what's going on. This is coming out of the United Kingdom, and this is obviously a very serious issue. Now, major security flaws in very popular smart doorbells in the UK are putting consumers at risk of being targeted by hackers inside their homes, according to a consumer group called Which. Now, they're asking the UK government for new legislation to safeguard consumers. Amazon, as a result of this, removed at least 7 product listings as a response to the findings of this report. Now, I will say they did not remove the Ring doorbell, their product. They moved other smart doorbells that were tested. Now, Which, this consumer watchdog, tested 11 different devices which were purchased from popular online marketplaces in the UK. These brands included Keyho, Seatronics, Vixture, and more. It found that among the most common flaws were weak password policies, basically meaning they could either hard code the password in there or they essentially could manipulate the password very easily. And a lot of these actually had a lack of data encryption. Now, 2 of the devices in the test could be manipulated to steal network passwords and hack other smart devices in the home, meaning a smart doorbell could have been the entry. You can attach to it, you can get the password for the wireless, and then from there you can start browsing the network and picking up other devices and manipulating them. Amazon UK's current #1 bestseller for smart doorbells is the Vixture Smart Video Doorbell. This was found to send users home network names and passwords to unencrypted servers in China. The passwords are unencrypted. It's sending it to servers. That is a huge, huge problem. Obviously, that's an issue. The BBC, where this reporting is coming from, has essentially reached out to Vixture, but they have not heard back, again, according to this report. But I think this underscores a very serious problem that we have. IoT development, and I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face, is a very serious problem. And so if you are going to have a doorbell, I don't care if it's a Ring doorbell from Amazon, and I have done videos on how data privacy violating Ring has been over the years, not to mention Amazon themselves. But these are obviously very popular, at least in the UK. I've heard of actually some of these brands here in the United States, and so they could be sold here under different names. But this underscores that we have to, one, understand where our data is going, who is manufacturing these things, but also understand that IoT, essentially a lot of organizations are cutting corners for this. This is a huge, huge problem. And so if you're going to have a smart doorbell, understand, do your homework. Are they encrypting it? Is the company whose cloud they're saying, oh yes, you can have our doorbell and we'll store the videos from your doorbell in our cloud, are they guaranteeing that that's encrypted? Can their employees see those videos? Also, at home, don't buy the cheapest wireless access point that you possibly can get. Go and spend a little bit of money and get an entry-level business class one, and then you can set up multiple wireless networks that will isolate your devices. And so, for example, if you have a doorbell of any smart doorbell manufacturer ilk, you can set it up on its own wireless with its own password for Wi-Fi. And so if it's broken into, it can't scan and enumerate anything on your network. It can't look at other devices. And these wireless access points are probably going to cost you $150 as opposed to $50. And they may be a little more complex to set up, but the more isolation you have, the more control of that. And so if your smart doorbell is hacked, it's not going to hack the rest of your network. We have to understand that we need good security controls in here, and smart doorbells, like smart speakers, smart home devices, and all of that, require a certain level of stringency. If their only job is to phone home to the cloud with information, they don't need to browse the network. They can be isolated on wireless networks. This is what we're talking about here. And so if you have any of these brands, or even the Amazon Ring, which was not tested by Which, or rather not found to be sending your passwords unencrypted back to China, you still want to make sure you're maintaining a good level of security and a good level of control. And so that is your news for Monday. Smart doorbells, while they might be great and you might be able to see who's showing up at your door or stealing your packages or whatever, understand that while it's convenient to you, recognize you may be giving something up. And then get a doorbell that isn't going to do that for you. Get a doorbell that is going to assure you that they actually have good practices. Because again, and when we are entering into any kind of relationship like this, we are extending trust to the manufacturer. And until that trust is broken, we're going to have to take a little bit of it on faith. But again, major manufacturers usually have a pretty good track record, or not, of adhering to good security policies. So something to think about as you shop for smart doorbells. And if you have one of these smart doorbells, Qihoo, Seatronics, or Victure, I'd probably get rid of it right now. That's your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, everyone.